Hey guys, just played a very awesome game here against Grimgrin, Corpseborn, played by Fur2. He's playing a zombie deck, it turns out. And I'm going second with a slow draw, but plenty of mana and some pretty good acceleration at the 3 mana level. Expedition map definitely helps. My plan here is to basically go get Ancient Tomb, and then go Tomb into Trinket Mage, into Soul Ring or Mana Crypt, into Kodama's Reach, and then cast Karn or Damia around turn 4. Gate to Phyrexia certainly changes things a little bit. Zombie Master. Not really a big deal. A little annoying because obviously I'm going to have swamps in play, and him swamp walking prevents me from blocking stuff, but whatever. We're just going to stick to the plan. He forgets to attack there. I'm glad that actually doesn't wind up mattering. Kodama's Reach. So there's a couple of choices here. I could have cast Trinket Mage, or I could have played the Ancient Tomb and gone Trinket Mage into Mana Crypt into Coalition Relic, but he does have Gate to Phyrexia to kill the Relic, so I can't depend on that. And I just kind of get the sense that I don't want to, especially because of the swamp walking issue, I feel like I don't want to take a lot of damage if I can avoid it. So I actually hold off on the Ancient Tomb, figuring I get just as much mana doing it this way. I can still do my turn 5, 7 mana thing. Liliana's Reaver. I've never even seen this creature before. Magic 2014. I didn't even know that set was out. But yeah, it's pretty ferocious actually. 4 mana, Death Touch, 4 power. Deals combat, you have to discard a card, and he gets a zombie. It's pretty insane. And it's got Swamp Walk, which is a real nightmare. So suddenly, and the fact that my deck just keeps delivering me more and more lands, kind of on the back foot here. But I'm hoping he doesn't pile on too much more damage, and I can just use Karn to blow up the Reaver next turn. I really hate the fact that the gate, and now he's got free zombies to eat my artifacts. So I can't even count on this next turn. At least I have enough mana, though, between the Tomb and Soul Ring and whatever, that I can still play a 7 mana thing. I'm just taking damage here. Just going to throw away the Tomb now. Now Grimgrin's out also. So that screws up the Damia plan. My whole hand is just mana. Like, if you look at in terms of relevant non-mana spells, this guy's practically a mana spell anyway. I actually haven't drawn anything this game outside of, really outside of Karn. Everything else has been mana related. Liliana the Veil. Very powerful, but not right now. It's more like Liliana of the Distraction. We don't even have time to deploy that. So I'm going to play Karn here, and the question is, what do I kill? Like, this thing is certainly nasty as hell. It's going to be a 6/6 when he attacks with it. I can't block it. It kills my Trinket Mage, not that this can block or is relevant anyway. But really tempted to kill Liliana's Reaver because it gives him growing sources of damage. But whatever the case, I decided to go and kill the Grimgrin instead. Just because I know that this is a certainty, and it also really interferes with my plan to play Damia. If I have any outs here at all, it's going to involve hopefully just playing Damia and getting lucky before I die. So he sacks to Carrion Feeder. It ends up in the graveyard, which is kind of strange. So I figure, oh, he's got some reanimation thing. Smashes me for a ton here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more damage. All unblockable. Discard another card. Oh no, that's right. He sent some damage at Karn there. Which is actually a good thing. Yeah, the fact that he didn't have a 3 damage source guy, so he actually had to send 4 damage at it, which is really quite nice. Phyrexian Delver. Another zombie, and he gets his Grimgrin back. So I am staring at almost lethal damage here, and I've got nothing going on. This is what happens if your opponent gets a aggressive curving draw, and you just draw all mana sources, even if your deck is good. So here we go. We got one shot. What's it going to be? Booyah! Vampiric Tutor arrives at exactly the right time. So I'm going to make him discard a sack a creature. He kills a zombie. And this may seem like a bit of a weird play, playing Damia, but my thought here is that I have more than enough mana. He's not going to sack creatures to Gate to Phyrexia. So I have more than enough mana to cast Damia, to chain cast him multiple times. And it's possible that he may forget the ability of his Grimgrin. He may invest some cards in killing Damia, since I'm planning on casting Damnation next turn anyway. And it might make the difference actually between me surviving one more turn. Given the fact that Damia is not really going to do anything for me for a couple of more turns anyway, I'm going to be able to cast it next turn regardless. And at least in this case, it might serve as a distraction. So even though it's just fodder and I can't block with it or anything, I still feel like it's a worthy play. I'm not attacking the Trinket Mage just because I know the damage is not going to be relevant. So during his upkeep, sure enough, he sacks one of those zombies to untap Grimgrin. I'm getting bashed here. And Liliana with her 1 toughness. How much damage is this? This is 9, 13, 15, 17, 18, 19. So I dropped a 2. Oh, that's right. This thing goes to 7. So that's 10. 19 damage minus 2 is 21 exactly. 21 life. So if he had just attacked, sent all of his creatures at me, I would be at 2 and I could not Vampiric Tutor. But the fact that one of these guys went at Liliana, right there, gives me the 2 extra life that I need to Vampiric Tutor without dying. So we're tutoring for Damnation. Might as well attack now. Unfortunately, I don't have enough mana even with the charge. I wouldn't have had enough mana to play Damia, so it didn't really matter. So here I am, hoping and crossing my fingers. Please don't play anything with evasion. And it's Endless Ranks of the Dead. Normally would be devastating, but he has no zombies and this thing rounds down. Yeah. Half the number of zombies you control rounded down. So he actually needs 2 zombies in play to work this thing. So here we go. Rolling the dice for Damia. There she is. Come on, buddy. Don't kill her. Don't kill her. Don't kill her. It's 4 mana. Well, normally I wouldn't be so happy to see this being I'm at 3, and he just cast Tombstone Stairwell. But I'm about to draw 7. Upkeep. So there's the zombie situation. Boom. Vraska to kill that. Ponder and Mystical Tutor. So first things first, play Vraska. Kill Tombstone Stairwell. Get that out of here. Play that. Mystical Tutor. A lot of good choices here, but there's one card in particular that I feel I absolutely need to get. I could get Mystical Teachings, but I feel like that's a little greedy, given that I'm so close to getting killed here. I don't want to really screw around, and also the fact that he's got blue, I don't really know what he's using. So I'm going to get something a little bit more dependable here. And that is the ultimate counterspell with Damia, Forbid. I'm going to ponder into it, some junk on top. Draw it. I'm not going to even attack. I'm not going to play anything. Basically, I'm forbidding. I'm going to Mind Twist him next turn, but I don't see Crucible or Felwarstone mattering here. Obviously, I'm not going to be Crucibling much because of all the lands in my graveyard, well, except, I guess with the exception of the Swamp, are fetch lands, and I don't want to take any more damage if I can avoid it. So we tap some mana, cast Cover of Darkness. Normally, I wouldn't care about this at all, but I want to actually get cards out of my hand here to draw more. It's funny how those 2 cards work together. Not doing anything. I charge, untap, draw 5. Twisty. Crush. Recurring Insight. Rooftop Storm. You may pay 0 rather than pay the mana cost for a zombie spell. What a weird card. That is such a strange card. But I guess it's good in his deck. Army of the Damned. I've played with this in my mono black deck back in the day. It's pretty spectacular, but all in the graveyard. Just going to play a fetch land, play that, bash now. And we are sitting on Forbid Lock here. With that said, on turn 11, my opponent scoops it up. That was one hell of a clutch Vampiric Tutor. But it's not every day when you get just enough life out of your Planeswalkers to survive an assault at 3 and pull it out to win the game. But that's the way this deck is. Certainly when you're playing tons and tons of tutors, you can pull games out of your ass like that. Hope you enjoyed it. More to come.